Thousands of years ago, humans challenged the sky, not with machines, but with stones, sweat, and astonishing creativity. They built temples for gods, tombs for kings, and towers that lit up the seas. These weren't just buildings, they were dreams carved in stone. Today, we explore the greatest of these dreams, the 7 wonders of the ancient world. 1. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Location: Giza, Egypt. Constructed around BC 2560. Builder: Pharaoh Khufu. Height: originally 146.6 meters, now 138 meters, due to erosion. Towering over the Egyptian desert, the Great Pyramid of Giza is the only surviving wonder of the original 7. Built with more than 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, some weighing over 70 tons, this structure still baffles modern engineers. How did ancient Egyptians lift these stones with no cranes or pulleys? Fun fact is, the pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal points, and may be connected to astronomical or even cosmic patterns. Some fringe theories even suggest alien help, though there's no evidence for that. 2. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Location: Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. Constructed BC 6th century. Builder: possibly King Nebuchadnezzar II. Status: existence debated. A lush, terraced garden in the middle of a desert? That's the legend of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Said to be built by King Nebuchadnezzar II for his homesick Median wife, the gardens were a floating paradise, sustained by advanced irrigation systems, multi-level terraces supported by stone vaults. An early version of Archimedes' screw might have been used to lift water, one of the first urban ecosystems in human history, but no definitive archaeological evidence has been found. Some historians argue the gardens may have actually been located in Nineveh, not Babylon. 3. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. Location: near modern-day Selçuk, Turkey. Built BC 550. Rebuilt BC 323. Style: Ionic Greek architecture. Columns: 127 marble columns, each 18 meters tall. This was not just a temple, it was a masterpiece of architecture and sculpture. Ancient poet Antipater of Sidon once said, "When I saw the Temple of Artemis, those other wonders lost their brilliance." It was burned down in BC 356 by Herostratus, who wanted to be remembered in history. Rebuilt on a grander scale with the support of Alexander the Great. Ruins of the temple today, digital reconstructions, Herostratus, and the fire dramatization. 4. The Statue of Zeus at Olympia. Location: Olympia, Greece. Built BC 435. Sculptor: Phidias. Height: 12.4 meters tall. Seated figure made of gold and ivory. Inside the Temple of Zeus stood a massive statue that nearly reached the ceiling, made of ivory plates and gold panels on a wooden frame. It depicted Zeus seated on a grand throne, holding a figure of Nike and a scepter. Moved to Constantinople in later centuries. Eventually destroyed by fire in the 5th century, Phidias sculpting the statue, reconstructed throne design, ivory gold texture effects. 5. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Location: modern-day Bodrum, Turkey. Built BC 353 to 351. Height: 45 meters. Builder: Queen Artemisia II for her husband Mausolus. Built as a tomb for a Persian satrap, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus gave us the word mausoleum itself. With 4 sculptors working on each side of the tomb, it featured intricate friezes, sculptures, and a chariot statue atop its pyramid-shaped roof. Survived for centuries until a series of earthquakes brought it down. The Knights of St. John later reused its stones for building fortresses. 3D model fly-through, frieze animations, marble remnants at Bodrum Museum. 6. The Colossus of Rhodes. Location: Rhodes Island, Greece. Built BC 292 to 280. Height: 32 meters. Material: bronze skin, iron framework. Imagine a giant statue of the sun god Helios standing tall in a harbor. This was the Colossus of Rhodes, built to celebrate a military victory. Although pop culture often shows it straddling the harbor entrance, it more likely stood beside it, It was destroyed by a major earthquake just 54 years later. Its remains lay untouched for 800 years, until Arab traders dismantled and sold them. Time lapse of statue construction, earthquake reenactment, harbor reconstructions. 7. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, Pharos of Alexandria. Location: Pharos Island, Alexandria, Egypt. Built BC 280. Height: estimated 100 to 130 meters. Technology: polished bronze mirrors to reflect sunlight. Built on an island off the coast of Alexandria, the Pharos Lighthouse was one of the tallest man-made structures for centuries. By day, sunlight was reflected with massive mirrors. By night, fires guided sailors safely to port. It was damaged by earthquakes between the 10th and 14th centuries, eventually dismantled, and its stones were reused in the citadel of Kite Bay. It had a nighttime beam simulation, ancient lighthouse mechanics, underwater ruins footage of the 7 wonders. Only one remains standing, but all 7 live on in our imagination. They were not just monuments, they were testaments to human ambition, artistry, and mystery. They remind us that the past still whispers, even from beneath the ruins. In our next video, we'll explore the new 7 wonders of the world, as voted in 2007. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay tuned for more incredible stories from history.